I was held captive by 3 thugs. When my family refused to pay the ransom, how could I save myself? In this battle against Stockholm Syndrome, I not only turned my captors into pawns, but also pulled off a textbook counterattack. That day, I was out shopping with my best friend when a white sedan screeched to a stop right in front of us. The doors flew open, and 2 strangers grabbed me and dragged me into the car. In broad daylight, in front of everyone, they sped off. I barely had time to scream before one of them slammed the back of my head. Everything went black. When I woke up, my mouth was sealed with thick tape, a black hood over my head, and my body still numb from some kind of drug. I was in an abandoned house, remote and cut off from the world. It felt like a cage. I couldn't breathe, drowning in fear and despair. They chained my arms and legs with heavy iron shackles so I couldn't move. After everything was set, only one masked man stayed to watch me, his eyes cold and distant. The whole place was sealed tight. Even they had to crawl through a hidden door less than a meter high, just to get in and out. One of them, named Michelle, was assigned to take care of me. To avoid trouble, I forced myself to obey everything, even the most humiliating things, like when he had to help me use the bathroom. Shame and anger burned inside me, but I knew if I fought back, the punishment could be worse. One day, they forced me to write a ransom letter. My hands shook uncontrollably from fear. When I finished, they locked me back in chains without mercy. But in this nightmare, Michelle still showed a shred of humanity. When the others were gone, he would loosen my chains, give me a little freedom. Over time, he started paying more attention to me. His feelings grew, even turning into something like desire. One night, while I pretended to sleep, I felt him touch me. I didn't react. I knew if I pushed him away, he'd lose that obsession, and that obsession might be my only chance to survive. But things didn't stay calm. One day, the boss lashed out at Michelle. Clearly, the ransom talks weren't going well. Thinking of my family made it worse. I was the child of my mother's affair with a writer. My so-called father never accepted me. There was no way he'd pay that kind of ransom. I knew if I didn't find a way out, they'd kill me. The next day, when the others were gone, I purposely fell to the ground and screamed. Michelle panicked, rushed in and carried me back to bed, forgetting the boss's rule, never show me his face. That was what I wanted. Furious, he grabbed my hair, torn between anger and hesitation, but I knew he wouldn't hurt me, so I mentioned that night the secret he didn't want anyone to know. His eyes flickered. He was hooked, trapped in his own obsession. I asked for a shower, testing if he'd unlock me completely. His hesitation, then his surrender, told me everything. He was already too far gone. Neither of us knew the truth that the other 2 kidnappers had already been caught by the police. Days passed, food ran low. I whispered to Michelle that his partners didn't care about him, that maybe we could escape together, pretending we were both victims. After struggling with himself, he finally said, "If they're not back in 2 days, we'll run." But before that day came, sirens roared outside. That's when Michelle realized his partners had sold him out.